Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys. So yesterday our 4-day winning streak in Masterclass came to an end. So that means we got to start a new one today. We ended up losing 2.21 units, so not exactly a crushing day, but I still wanted to keep that streak going. So free picks yesterday, guys. We lost Houston and Chicago on the under. I just really wasn't a fan of how La Russa managed the entire series, including yesterday and the selection in terms of pitching. That's just me. So, I mean, it's easy to, make these calls after the fact. We all know that, right? We'd never lose a game if we could bet the games after they ended. But yesterday, while it's transpiring, I was talking to a couple of people and I'm just like questioning, like, why is he doing this? But anyways, it is what it is. We took it all the way to the ninth inning, and then that 3-run home run, the ninth inning, put an end to that. Also, an error to score a run in the eighth inning didn't give us a whole lot of room for error, but it didn't matter anyways because it wasn't like that error cost us the game or we lost by 1 run in the ninth. 3-run home run put an end to it, but I don't know if he pops out, different story maybe, right? All right. I have 2 plays for you guys today, one in hockey, and then I have one basketball play. Masterclass, 5 additional hockey plays. We got some underdogs, WNBA play, and I have another NBA play as well going in Masterclass. If you're interested in Masterclass, guys, benderwins.com. It's $99 a month. Gets you my full card every day. If you join today, you will get the rest of today's card. Okay, benderwins.com. Now, let's look at sports betting, and more specifically, let's look at bankroll management just from a different view for a second, okay? From a different view. Now, this is applicable if we got any poker players out there, guys. I think this is a great analogy that you can use in poker. When you sports bet, you're going to war with the books, okay? I know that might sound a little bit dramatic, but we are, okay? Our bankroll is our army. And we have to utilize that army to win the war. If we start sacrificing soldiers, do you think we have a shot at winning the war? And what I mean by this, guys, is that we can't be making foolish bets. We can't be out making, these 50-50 things. We can't be betting drunk. We can't be live betting when there's really no edge there just for to get some action. Yesterday, our game ended early. Some people messaging me, got anything else? Like, give me one Masterclass play. Like, if you can't find value on something, guys, not betting is the play. And I know that's not always the most exciting way to spend an evening, but that's the play. I really strongly believe that, if you're students of history, guys, it helps you moving forward. And you can look back at some of the greatest and the worst generals of all time. There's a number of notables during World War I that basically just followed orders to a T and sent wave after wave after wave of people up over the trenches into no man's land, into machine gun fire. And they would just send wave after wave, sacrificing troops and probably setting the war effort back months. And, in those months where that war continued on, how many more people were lost? One general that comes to mind, and it fits with our narrative that we're talking about here, German Field Marshal by the name of Erwin Rommel. Now, some of you guys have probably heard of him. Others may have never heard of him. But he was a very high-ranking Field Marshal, one of the highest. It is the highest rank you could attain in Germany. And he was in charge of a North African campaign during World War II. Notably some other campaigns, but it's where he really became famous and got the nickname of the Desert Fox. Now, what Erwin Rommel did so successfully was, he was an excellent tactician, okay? He found times and points to attack where no one else could. For lack of a better term and sense, he identified value in a battle, okay? But what made Erwin Rommel the formidable foe that he was unlike a lot of other German commanders at the time, he was not afraid to surrender and regroup to fight another day. He understood the value of his men. Not only did he respect them, but he understood that every additional soldier he could keep alive was a soldier he could redeploy the next day to go fight that battle and win the battle. And it's why he was so successful. If he ever felt that he was not in a complete advantage, I mean, we're talking Sun Tzu's Art of War here. Okay, if you haven't read it, read it. Sun Tzu's Art of War, guys. If he was outmatched, he would retreat. And that was counter to the German, basically, beliefs at the time, where it was, forge ahead and we're going to get the job done. He didn't look at it that way, and because of it, he was one of the greatest officers of all time. So fascinating read on him if you guys want to read on him. Very, very fascinating career general. But it goes to the point here, guys, whether it's sports betting or it's poker, when you sit down at a poker table, when you have your chips, making those bad calls, seeing too many flops, you're just sacrificing those soldiers that you were going to use to go into battle and capture more soldiers for yourself, right? And that's the same thing with sports betting. If you can control this urge to just piss away money on bets that don't make sense, then you will have more ammunition and a larger bankroll to go out and use that to wage war on the sports books and go capture their money and bring it back to you. And that's what we're doing. All right. Like I said, guys, 2 plays today. Starting off, we are going to go with Winnipeg and Anaheim going under 5.5 minus 110. Winnipeg and Anaheim under 5.5 minus 110. I have 2 more bets on this game in Masterclass, so we are going a little bit heavier in this game. But 1 unit under 5.5, 39% of bets. 62% of money, not contrarian, but again, excellent indicator the sharps like the under. 4 steam and reverse line moves. Another indicator that the sharps like that, guys. And I understand I got a nice system on here, comes in at 60%. Strong play early in the season, guys. Like I said, I got a couple other correlating plays, you could say, in Masterclass with that game. Just want to keep it 1 unit play early in the season, before we really start ramping things up. All right, so that's the first play, guys. Half unit play in basketball. I have a half unit play on Milwaukee and Denver over 224.5. Okay, so half unit Milwaukee, Denver over 224.5. All right, so that wraps it up here for free picks. Again, guys, as I said, 5 additional hockey plays, a couple underdogs in there. WNBA, some more NBA, and as we head into, as we get closer to the weekend. I shouldn't say as we head in there, getting ahead of myself, but as we get closer to the weekend. That's it for us today, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day, and bye for now.